The location of the 0 point is not fixed.
You got it. Your choice interval is right.
Marketing research should use dash elements.
Well done. Creative is the right choice.
The information required is vaguely defined. Well-reasoned. Exploratory is the correct choice.
What is a disadvantage to primary research?
Nice work. You chose time-consuming, and it is correct.
Computer-assisted personal interview.
Correct. Personal survey is the right answer.
The following is a form of demographic data.
Nice selection. Age is the correct and valid answer.
Which of these is not a type of interview?
Good job. Your answer quantified interview works well here.
How many steps in market research process?
Right again? 6 steps is a valid answer.
Which is not an example of secondary data.
You're right. Statistical methods is the correct answer.
Rewards given to someone by another person.
Perfect. Extrinsic rewards is the correct choice.
Observational research is also called dash.
Strong choice. Ethnographic research is the right answer.
Which of the following is a research tool?
On track. Questionnaire is the correct answer.
What is database marketing also known as?
Good thinking. Customer relationship management is the right answer.
What is an example of secondary research?
Smart pick. Newspaper is the correct choice.
The numbers identify and classify objects.
Smart move. Nominal is an accurate answer.
Marketers only select samples from dash true.
Well picked. The targeted group is the correct answer.
A questionnaire survey is an example of?
Correct response. Primary research is the most accurate answer.
What does qualitative research explore?
Solid response. All the above is a valid choice.
Why is it necessary to study marketing?
Bravo. Understand planning and TUCT is the answer.
Good problem statement criteria accept.
Valid point. Own problem is true.
Desk research can be conducted by dash.
Great job. Using company annual accounts is the accurate answer.
These are facts about the population.
Excellent. Demographics is a brilliant choice.
Which are the 3 types of competition?
Exactly. Direct-indirect replacement makes sense and it is right choice.
A proposed explanation for something.
Clear logic. Your choice hypothesis is sound and 100% true.
Marketing research is dash process.
Great thinking. Systematic, critical, and in-depth is the right choice.
Sense-making is dependent upon dash.
Excellent choice. Social interactions is the right answer.
What type of data is non-numerical?
Right choice. Qualitative is the best answer.
Respondents are chosen through dash.
Sharp thinking. Sampling procedure is the right choice.
An internet search is an example of?
Nicely done. Secondary research is a solid answer.
products that last for a long time. You chose durable goods.
And it is correct.
An example of qualitative research.
Perfect. Interview is the correct choice.
It is the product's physical dress.
On track. Packaging is the correct answer.
which is a typical type of survey.
Nice selection. All of them is the correct and valid answer.
Sample designs are classified into. Excellent. All of the above is a brilliant choice. Marketing research helps with Dash. You got it. Your choice decision making is right. What does media research focus on?
Sharp thinking. Media selection and frequency is the right choice.
What stores data on a web server? Valid point. Pixel is true. Only language used in this class? Correct. English is the right answer. What does desk research involve?
You're right. Gathering existing data is the correct answer.
Marketing research starts from. Well picked. Product idea is the correct answer.
Market research focuses on Dash.
Good job. Your answer analyzing markets works well here. Choose the secondary resources. Well reasoned. Private firms is the correct choice. In SMARTM stands for Dash. Right choice. Measurable is the best answer. Which one is open-end question? Strong choice. Word association is the right answer. What is quantitative research? Excellent choice. Numbers gathered with surveys is the right answer. Specify 2 types of requests.
Great job. Market demand. Company demand is the accurate answer.
A focus group is an example of. Well done. Qualitative research is the right choice. Discovering new information is. Right again. Primary research is a valid answer. Surveys help us to determine. Correct response. Opinions is the most accurate answer. Review of literature means. Nice work. You chose study of past data, and it is correct. A subset of the population. You chose sample, and it is correct. Audits is also called Dash. Bravo, inventories is the answer. Consumer behavior is Dash. Smart pick. Unpredictable is the correct choice. In situ personal surveys. Exactly. Electronic makes sense, and it is right choice. What does MIS stand for? Clear logic. Your choice, marketing information system, is sound and 100% true. What is your zip code? Solid response. Geographic characteristic is a valid choice. Information and facts. Smart move. Data is an accurate answer. Complexity is Dash. Good thinking. Hard to understand is the right answer. Hypothesis means. Nicely done. Assumption is a solid answer. Services are. Great thinking. Intangible is the right choice.
How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format.
Correct. Contact Narayan Chengder is the right answer.